All right, let's take you straight back to our breaking news story out of Cape Town this morning. Police arresting a second teenager for that horrific attack on 3 DA MPs, including the chairperson of Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Police, Ian Cameron, who joins us now. I mean, Ian, the scars are there for all of us to see. You already talked about that injury, so really, really sorry that you and members of your team have come under attack in this particular way. But we do need to just establish what happened. Are you okay to just share with us and recount how this all unfolded?
Good morning. Yeah, sure. So I think we have to talk about it at some time, at some stage, rather now than never. The scars that I have are almost nothing compared to my colleague Nicholas. He had a very bad knock on the head. We were basically attending a surprise oversight visit at the Philippi SAPS Trading Academy yesterday. And on our way out of there, we were on our way back to the airport to drop another colleague, MP Lisa Schikkeling. And we were driving, as we always do. You know, I've been working in the area for about 5 years and never had anything happened, always, you know, kind of aware of what's happening around me. And I was driving yesterday and suddenly Lisa just said to me, something doesn't feel right. She was sitting in the back of the vehicle and we, you know, started looking around kind of, I don't know, anticipating something. And the next moment, the first shot, I'm calling it a shot, but a brick came through on my side that hit me in the face. I won't show you the graphic detail, but my teeth are broken, so I'm going to go visit some dentists later today. And while I was kind of trying to keep the guy out of the vehicle, he kept on coming back. I just heard the noise on the other side of the vehicle, and when I looked around, I saw that my colleague Nicholas was bleeding really badly, and that they were trying to get in on his side. Sure. And the same on Lisa Schikkeling's side at the back left side of the vehicle. And they just kept on coming, after which I realized that if we don't do something, then this can go really bad. Yeah, so I did my best to act in self-defense with my firearm, and then we sped off to the closest secure location, from where we then started calling emergency services to try and get help. Obviously, especially Nicholas was losing blood. We thought actually it's much worse than what it is, but he got quite hurt.
Just hearing you say all of that, Ian, I mean, it is really horrific. And as you say, from your vantage point, your other colleagues seem to have come off a little bit worse off, but it's just horrific. And thank you for talking to us, because one can only guess the trauma that you are still experiencing this morning. So thank you also for having the courage to be able to speak to us today. We just want to establish a few things. So the newspapers and different reports are calling it a hijacking. From where you were sitting, was it a smash and grab, or did it look like somebody wanted to take the vehicle from you?
So to be very honest, I don't quite know. At the beginning, I thought it's just a smash and grab. But after speaking to people there afterwards, I heard that the MO that's sometimes used is that they actually grab the keys from the ignition, and then they either force you out or continue to attack you. I don't know what they would plan to do. Luckily, this little car that we were driving in didn't actually have keys in the ignition on that side, so it wouldn't have been easy to get to the keys, and they weren't able to grab anything of ours. Everything was secure. So I honestly don't know. Upon stopping and seeing just the amount of, if you look at the damage that you're showing on the vehicle, and so on, you would, yeah, it feels a little bit more than just a smash and grab. Yeah, so if you look at the brick as well that they used, especially on Lisa Schikkeling at the back of the vehicle, I don't know if you've seen those big cement bricks, those big blocks.
Yeah.
it's basically half of one of those, but solid. It's really, really big. So praise the Lord that she doesn't have a more serious injury on her head. Yeah, so I don't know. I know that the suspects themselves. I know that one of them that have been arrested. The discussion was around, committing a robbery. But I don't know who has said what yet. Hopefully later today we will hear.
Ian, it's Arabile here, and indeed commiserations, and really just hope that all of you are get better very soon. Just wanted to ask you with regards to the 2 arrested suspects, if you've heard anything in relation to whether they could be gang violence links there, and the type of planning that may have gone into this, if you feel, as you said, that it may have been more than just a one-time incident.
Sure. I'm not aware that they are linked to any formal gang grouping. I just know that the one that is currently under police guard in hospital is an 18-year-old. And as you correctly said on the screen, the one is 16 years old. To be honest, and this is just a gut feeling, I think they work opportunistically. I think they scan that area the whole time because it is very congested. And as soon as they see you won't be able to move forward or through the traffic, they pounce to try and get some kind of, to get something out of it. I just don't think they expected the reaction that they got yesterday. And yeah, I must say also the reaction from the police. The police originally didn't know that we were MPs, and I was really impressed by Philippi East SAPS in the way that they reacted, as well as the state ambulance service, because no one had known that that was MPs, and the perception is often created that some get special treatment versus others. And I know it's a massive problem in that area. So I just want to thank them for their help yesterday.
Indeed, thank you to those police and law enforcement for that, indeed. Just wanted to ask you as well, following this oversight visit, if you could share your thoughts on everything you've seen, and of course this experience itself being harrowing, just your overall thoughts on the oversight visit.
Sure. So the oversight visit was at the Philippi Training Academy, and it's an academy that has been in the news regarding alleged corruption for quite some time. We did a surprise visit there yesterday because we had been there a year ago, along with the Police Portfolio Committee, and the visit was to go and see what improved and what not. Generally, it was slightly more clean than what it was previously, but the majority, or let's say the largest part of the academy is still in tatters. There's a serious shortage of resources, support, and human resources specifically. And it was very clear that, in our opinion, and we will write still a formal report, but it seemed that there was a discipline issue too. Just with regards to cleanliness, for example, in the dormitories, the bathrooms are absolutely filthy, and it's not a place where you would want to use a bathroom, and you would expect more from an institution like that. When you look at, for example, the kitchens, they are beyond filthy, and although they don't cook food there anymore, they transport it from the Bishop Lavis Academy for all 3 meals every day. It's just not sustainable because they keep everything. They maintain, let's say, they maintain the food in that kitchen. But nevertheless, we will write a formal report. There were some minor improvements, but unfortunately, not much has changed since our first visit.
Ian, I'm just watching you speak, and I'm very mindful of the fact that with your mouth injury, it must be a little bit difficult. So, thank you so much for talking to us. But recounting the trauma as well, can cause that secondary trauma to unfold, and we also want to be very careful in making sure that we are sensitive to that fact. So